Okay.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, sure. We can.
Okay, cool. Wow, I was so surprised because before I hop in, we already got like more than 60 audience here.
That's my work. That's my work. That's why I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Oh, you seem so happy, Raymond. What happened today?
Wait, wait. Like, are you trying to call me a sadist? Just kidding. I nothing much happened though. I just nothing much. Let me just hold my peace.
Okay. So yeah, because I was thinking, wow, what happened to
But no,
Raymond?
yeah, but no worries, no worries. I'll just you on Telegram. I'll tell you what happened.
Okay, seems something good happened.
Yeah, sure.
Just this time is very different.
Yeah, today I just
Like
wanted to like have
you're
fun.
laughing all the time. You know.
Yeah. Today is a good day. Yeah, today's a good
Okay. Wow. Though I didn't know what happened, but congrats.
day. Oh, like it doesn't need congratulations. Like I think it's just a matter of choice to be happy. You get.
Okay. By the way, I see Asitoria is also here. Hello, Toria.
Hi, good
Seems your network is not stable.
It seems you can't hear her again. I don't know.
I can't hear Toria from my end.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay,
I
let
don't
me
know.
see. Okay, no problem. Maybe let's wait one more minute. Let's try to wait for a few more coming. So I'm not sure if Waking is here. Maybe we can tag Freeman in Freeman Talk channel to invite more join
Yeah,
us.
our global leader.
Okay, I see. I see Kuma already sent a link. Thank
Can you
you.
hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So this was what happened. I I wanted to talk, and when I began talking, that was how my phone connected to a hotspot I was trying to avoid because the network is bad. So I just turned off my Wi-Fi so it doesn't connect to it.
Okay, no worries. How's your day, by the
Yeah.
way?
You said?
I mean, how's everything? Cause I didn't talk to you for a while.
Yeah. I would say everything is fine.
Good,
And
good.
yeah, I'll just say everything is fine, but um I'm gathering myself. I'll just say that. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing good. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm so glad to hear your voice. Happy Sunday.
me too. Okay, so yeah, we already got 80 audience here. I think we can kick it off. So, before we start, I just want to give a quick reminder. Just as always, before we wrap up, I will drop a red packet so everyone can try a luck, and also all of audience can get 150 XP for today's town hall. Just one thing is because the bot is acting up today, so we need to invite you to attend the quiz. Yeah, to get the XP to get to record it. So I think before we end, our mod will drop the link or will guide you to the quiz channel, and please join the attendance quiz. Okay. So yeah, I think let me see if Lambert is here with us. Lambert, can you? Oh, okay. I see you. Okay, you already raised your hand. Sorry. I will drag you on the stage.
Hi guys.
Hello. Hi, Lambert. Welcome.
Hi, can you hear me?
Glad to see you again.
Thanks. Thanks for having me again. And good night, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, by the way, how's your day? How's your weekend?
Me? I was writing articles, basically work.
Okay. Okay, you work so hard. I will tell this to Connie.
You promised me, right? You promised you to Colin. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, just kidding. Okay. So yeah, by the way, are you ready to stir up the pot a bit with some global AI rivalry talk for today? Yeah. So yeah, 'cause today, as you guys can see in the announcement, today's topic will about the AI arms race and why is really a GPU war behind the scenes. I mean, behind the AI wars. So all right, let's dive in. By the way, Lambert, not sure if you are talking or not.
Oh, I'm listening. So maybe you can share the screen. I think we prepared some pictures.
Yeah. So yeah, let me share my screen. Give me 1 second. So can you guys see it?
Yes, I can see from my side.
The rise of Chinese AI giants. It feels like the AI race has become, I would say, geopolitical. So, can you give us a quick overview of what's happening between the US and China in terms of AI development, which is also has been one of the hottest topic?
I'd love to. So if you say the recent the tension between China and the US is most related to the trade, right? So for today's topic, I would like to dive deep and focus on AI. Because right now regarding the AI race is about one choose whoever controls more powerful GPUs who control the future of AI. Because the US has been trying to restrict their AI development in China since Biden's administration. Because during since like October 2022, Biden administration has been made it clear that AI chip is assault as national security assets. And since October 2022, the U.S. enacted a series of very aggressive tighter export controls targeting on advanced AI chip such as NVIDIA's H100 and H200. Basically, this is just trying to, as you can see from the figure, since the act, the semiconductor export to China has been dropped significantly. This basically the U.S. trying to slow down the pace of AI development in China.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see. So
You can
yeah.
see it, right? It's dropped significantly, sharply.
Yeah, exactly. But even with all these, I would say, restrictions, China's AI models are still hitting some incredible benchmarks.
Yes.
Yeah, recently, like, what I think our audience know, like DeepSeek, but there are still some other AI models, like two giant companies in China, like Baidu and Alibaba. They also have their own AI models, which are not maybe widely known by our audience. Can you give us some snapshot of how these models working and how advanced they are?
Sure. So I think DeepSeek has been widely discussed in the early of this year because it's from Hangzhou. It's a startup from Hangzhou. They built this model, and also it's an open source one. And for now, as you can see from the figure, I tried to get this number from very academia institution. It indicates that the latest model is a DeepSeek V2. It combines reasoning ability with skill and empathy. The model comprises like 236 billion total or parameter, with 21 billion active per token, achieving a balance between performance and computational economy. So if you can see the right star there is DeepSeek V2, the latest model released in early April. So as you can see, one thing you have to realize is the training cost for DeepSeek is notably cheaper compared to ChatGPT or other US AI models. But still, again, it also needs lots of advanced model to train, such as NVIDIA's H100. They deployed a lot of H100's chips before the restriction, actually. So still, they still use lots of computation resource to train this model. Yeah, I think that's about like DeepSeek. But in China, we have two more AI giants, just as Alibaba and Baidu. Alibaba has released its Quan 72B. It showcases a remarkable performance. It is just like from few benchmark as MMLU. It scored like 75.2 and 68.9 on whatever, and other many benchmarks. It showed very impressive performance compared to DeepSeek or GPT. They all highlight one thing is like China's. China's government has been supporting the development of AI and allocated lots of public resources in helping them to develop. That's why you see the AI models from China, they are quite competitive to the US one, and that's why the US also feel the stress, right? If you see that quite developments, such as the DeepSeek and Alibaba and Baidu. More than that, if you say, Kelly, can you show the next page? It's about like a managed AI.
Mhm.
Yeah, this,
Okay.
as you can see from, this one, yes. So managed AI, which is world first agentic AI, the general agentic AI, it can not only, because now we're using GPT is more generative AI, which means you ask something, they give you answers. However, if you manage AI, the agentic AI is different from Gen AI in terms of it can execute the task. It can help you to plan, execute, and adopt with minimum human inputs. As you can see from the table, the accuracy score, it was above 65%, based on the least model of a managed AI. As you guys can see, its competitor is much above. It's almost double than the Microsoft one, and also GPT for all is just like score like 32%. Yeah, just from DeepSeek to managed AI, Alibaba and Baidu, you can see Chinese AI, those AI form has been developed so quick in the past years.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for the introduce of all these AI models. Actually, personally, for Manus AI, I didn't know it. Yeah, before today.
Oh, really?
But I definitely will
Really?
give
You
it.
should try. Yeah, you can give a try. Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
from you can if you go to its homepage, you can find a video tutorial from here. One of the use cases, if you are HR and you have 10 candidates, you don't know which one should hire, right? You can just input all their candidate information, and the manager AI will help you to make decision for that. It's very fancy. Also, imagine if you are trying to plan your traveling right? You're, for example, you want to go to Thailand for 7 day trip, and you don't know how to do it. You just can ask Manus AI to do it. It could find the hotel. I mean, you just need to let Manus AI know your budget and your preference and your how long you are going to stay in. It can give you like full plan and even with details of a hotel, how to book hotel, and it's very powerful.
Wow. I will definitely make a comparison between Manus AI and ChatGPT to ask them the same question because I always use ChatGPT.
Okay, you can try.
I really need to try it. Try another AI model. Okay, so thank you. Since we have been discussed a lot about the Chinese AI models, also want to know how about the US AI models? How do they compare with the Chinese AI models, like in terms of differences and advantages? Because one concern is, like I just mentioned, some AI models, they are not widely aware by foreigners. So I'm also wondering if maybe because of the big data, they maybe can work better for some information related to China. But like for the other countries, maybe the big data is more powerful for the other AI models.
You're so right. Because for each models, you have to input the data, right? If you put more like if you collect the data and input data from a border range, which means the AI knows more, the model can know more. So because we have some local, from China's perspective, we have some some restrictions on that. So yeah, from the data part, I think GPT definitely have more edge. Or the US AI model, they have edge in data input.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
So, could you also walk us through like GPT 4.1, which they
Sure.
updated recently, and Gemini 2.5, etc.?
No problem. So, to be fair, the US AI is the number one in the world. Because especially from their model perspective. In I think in early April this year, OpenAI just released GPT 4.1 series, including GPT 4.1 and Mini and Nano. Each of them has significantly advanced coding capability and a long context comprehensive. For example, GPT 4.1 supports up to 1 million tokens, which means 1 million token is equivalent to about like 750,000 words, which means if you can give like how many book, like hundreds book input to GPT and ask some like small question from there, and which is the substantial increase from GPT 4.0's, which was only like 128,000 token limits. And also, it has been facilitating deeper and in understanding of the large data. So as you guys can see from the figure, GPT 4.1 from the SWE branch verified accuracy is top one in the world. The second rank as it was OpenAI or O3 Mini. The third place at GPT 4.5. So which means that from this figure we can see GPT 4.1 had a very significant advance in their reasoning part. Then the second slide, the next slide is about Gemini 2.5 Pro. Yes, this one exactly. So as you can see from here, I try to find the references from three perspectives. One is reasoning and knowledge. Second is science. The last part is mathematics. Gemini 2.5 model are thinking models and capable of reasoning through their thoughts before responding, resulting in enhanced performance and improved accuracy. On the math and the science task, Gemini 2.5 score like 85% 94% on GPQA and 86.7% on AIME benchmark. So which means Gemini 2.5 Pro, they're really good at math and in handling mathematics and science task because they have been improving its reasoning skill significantly. The last I list is about Meta. The leading multimodal intelligence. It was unveiled on April 5th this year, and the Llama 4 lineup introduced 3 distinct models, including Scott, Maverick, and forthcoming benchmarks, and each tailored for specific performance and scalability needs. As you can see, I think you can see the brief intro of these 3 models. The very basic one, I think, for our daily use one will be the Llama 4 Scott, and for the very powerful one would be the one can process 288 billion active parameter and the 6% and 2 trillion total parameters. Yeah, as you can see from here, just the 3 the 3 most representative AI models in the US: GPT, Gemini, and also Meta's one. They're also quite how to say competitive in the market.
Okay, wow. Now is for AI models, we got too many options. I don't even know which one to use.
Yeah, we have options here.
But just personally, I get used to using GPT. Yeah, but yeah, I should definitely I should be more curious and give it a try. Yeah, see and testing other AI models. Like the one you mentioned, which one? The Gemini. You said is very powerful at mathematics.
Yes,
Oh,
it is. For
okay.
DeepSeek, I mean, if you use DeepSeek, you may realize if you ask DeepSeek a question, before DeepSeek answer you, DeepSeek will give you a thinking process, say why I will answer in this way. It's very, very interesting. So, yeah, I think I would say each model have their own features or advantages.
Okay. Yeah, because I think for GPT, like GPT 4.0, I think it also now can do deep study.
Nonsense. Yes. You're right.
And personally, I prefer the images generated by GPT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. But I as I mentioned, maybe just for Gemini, it's pretty good at handling like mathematics and the science task. So maybe if you have some some question related to that part, you can maybe Gemini can help you more compared to GPT.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if someone will have a mathematics exam, maybe can try Gemini to see how it works.
Yes.
Okay, thanks so much for walking us through all the AI models. I mean, the top AI models. So before we wrap things up, could you summarize what we have discussed and why the AI war is really a GPU war?
Yes. So when you talk about AI, there are 3 key elements. So one is data, second is compute, third is the models. The GPU or the AI infrastructure, they are fundamentals of training each model, no matter is open, no matter is GPT or Gemini or DeepSeek. They all need like compute or GPUs to train them. So that's why they can have very accurate results. If you take a look at the AI supply chain, the GPU capture the majority of economic value from that supply chain. So just like Visa, no matter where you use your Visa card, Visa can get fee from there, can get pay from like transaction fee or what. GPU works same for for any AI forms, for any AI models, they may require GPUs. And as if you can see the price of NVIDIA's H100 is already much above like 30K, 30,000 US dollars. It's very expensive one. Think about the tariff. If in future, if the US is going to implementing more, higher tariffs on China exports, the price, the future price of GPU will expect even higher. So that's why I said AI world is equal to GPU wars.
Okay. Yeah, we see. So if you want to develop AI or AI model, you need a GPU. It's like the
Yes.
power. If you don't have the power, you can't do anything. It's the engine.
Especially, yes.
Yeah, that's also what GAIB is doing. GAIB is now is a player in GPU games. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Lambert, so could you I think today we still have some new users here. So can you walk us through how does GAIB fit into this GPU centered future?
Would love to. So basically, as I just mentioned, the price of GPU has been hiking, right? Because the surge in the demand and the short in the supply. So for the AI infrastructure, such as cloud and data centers, sometimes they may face limits in fundraising to scale their operation. For example, as we all know, there are many AI startups came out every day, right? They may have the demand for their compute or their cloud data centers to provide to train the models for the AI forms. As this explosive in demand, sometimes they may need to purchase more GPUs, but they may have capital limits. That's why they may go through before GAIB, they may can go with like traditional banking laws. They get a loan from bank, or they may seek for the equity investment from VCs. But all this way, they're not that convenient because of they have a valuation part and due diligence, and also you have to think about the capital cost, right? But GAIB here is to address this limitation. We are trying to channel the on-chain capital or on-chain liquidity to off-chain AI infrastructure, because we are tokenizing GPU-backed financial deals, which means GAIB will sign will sign the financial deals such as debts. For example, in our debt models, we will lend money to the data centers, and they will pay us back at a fixed interest rate. And in return, the revenue or the profits we generate from the financial deals will back to our users. It's called AID. Yeah. So basically, we're just trying to address the limits for the capitals for data and cloud centers.
Yeah, and one of our advantages that GAIB trying to tokenize GPUs like high-end chips like H100, A100, GB200, etc. Yeah, this is also one of our advantages.
Yes, because if you think it is a debt, right? It's a liability. So how we can make sure the user's money is safe is we have to make sure. Again, AID is the first product of GAIB, and its value is still close to USD. How we can make sure its value is still close to AID is each of the financial deals is over collateralized by enterprise grade GPUs, as you just mentioned, H100, H200, and GB200. Why so? Because just like mortgage, for bank, when the bank issue mortgage to individuals, it couldn't. You need to have down payments, right? At least like 20 or 30% for the down payments. Then the bank will lend you money to pay the full. So you don't want to say the house property price will go down. That's why if that's the case, in the worst case, you couldn't repay the money. When bank sell your property, bank will lose money. Where is bank's money from? Bank's money from from the user who deposited money in there. So there will be a risk. That's why GAIB has particularly focused on high-end GPUs, high-performance GPUs, because its price is expected to hike at least in near 3 years.
And also compared to the traditional DeFi, because we are not that rely on the economic market, can we say that for AID, actually the investment can be relatively more stable, I mean, safer, and also the APY can also be guaranteed. Won't like sometimes like for some DeFi product now the APY is lower than 4 point.
That's a very good point. Because if you say there are valuable yield-bearing stablecoin in the market, you can categorize in two parts. One is backed by real-world yields. The second category will be backed by DeFi protocols. For example, if you say the the Ondo Finance, it's backed by treasuries, right? The stablecoin. If you are the holder of a stablecoin, you can get yields. The yield originally from the T-bills. That's called real world yields. However, in case of GAIB, AID, our product is backed by the GPU financial deals, which is over collateralized by physical GPUs and GPU cash flows. And this the second category, it comes to the DeFi thing, as you just say. DeFi, made from, for example, let me find some example. I'm writing on the article. Such as OUSD issued by original protocol. It get yields from lending. For example, like Morpheum Bonds or a Sky protocol or Carve. And also LVLUSD, issued by Lever protocol, is its yield originally also from lending. So that's what I mean here is like the AID or GAIB, we are trying to channel the real world yields to on-chain. It's not from DeFi. And as well, regarding the APY, we couldn't say an exact number because we have three different models for the GPU financial deals. We have data models, equity model, and hybrid model. Each of the model may have different expiry returns. Depends on the risk and the duration, right? So yeah, I think you guys can just stay tuned for the more future official updates regarding this.
Okay, thank you for the insightful sharing. So I think because we have been discussing a lot, I would like to check our chart. If anyone ask any questions, maybe we can try to answer them. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, no matter about the market, about what we have discussed, or about our product, you can just ask in the chat and we'll try to answer. Well, seems
Anyway, in the early May, I think we are going to launch the first pre-deposit campaign for AID, which is called AID Alpha, and you guys can stay tuned for the official announcements. I think it's releasing soon.
Yeah. Wow. Thanks, Lambert. Seems you gave us some information in advance. Yeah, because of the team, they are busy with the token 2049 in Dubai. So that's why the ID Alpha will be launching maybe at the beginning of May. And
Yes.
also, yeah, and during the campaign, actually, I can give a bit information that there will be an NFT collection. And for this part, we definitely will have some exclusive whitelist spots, especially for our community members. Yeah, this is what I can say so far. Okay, I didn't see any questions in the chart. Just see one question asked about the wrap packet is on Binance or a Biget. So it will be a Binance wrap packet.
Oh, I saw a question. What's the main differences between equity and data model? It seems quite substantial. Okay, makes sense. So thanks for your question, Stella. So in case of the data model, it's you can just think the data center we lend the money, will lend the capital to the cloud data center, and they will pay us or repay at a fixed interest rate, which is safer in terms of risk, right? Compared to equity model. Equity model will be slightly will be different from data model. That means we will lend the money to let me put it in this way. So for the equity model, we will share the revenue of operating GPUs, which means we will buy GPUs and then lend the GPUs to data center, and they will operate the GPUs. The revenues they generate from operating those GPU will share with GAIB. So that's the main differences. Different risk, different duration. That's why you see there are, the differences in their expected return. I hope I answer your question.
Yep. So yeah, Stella, if you have further questions, you can send in the chart.
Yeah. Just let me know if you have a further question.
Okay. So I see someone, Zari Dom, ask how to get back the stage member role. So no worries, the stage member role actually is just a temporary role. It means nothing. Yeah. So no worries. We just delete this role. Okay. I think that's pretty much for today. We have been here for about 40 minutes. So if you guys have further questions after this town hall, you can send in the AID channel and we'll try to answer it, okay? And before we end today's town hall, I will share the, where is the link? Let me find the link. The red packet. Are you ready for it? Okay. Oh, okay, I find it.
I can't even participate. It really keeps tormenting me.
Sorry, Raymond?
I said I can't even participate. You keep tormenting me.
Yes, Stella, I saw. Okay, so the data type, the ratio or as you can see, the cost is for the data and the call centers. Of course, it will be associated with your rewards as well. Why we design this remodel is because we want to, for different size data and call centers, they may have different needs. Because for early stage, they may pretty sensitive to the cost for purchasing. The capital cost. So that's why they may go for like equity type, because they don't want to have the liability in their balance sheet. So that's why you may say there are different returns.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Lambert, for your explanation.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm ready for the red packet. I will send it out. Okay. I do want to scan it myself. Okay, by the way, I see CXXSV ask, can you explain a bit T-bills are?
T-bills is referred to the treasury bills, the U.S. government treasury bills. Normally, if you call it like treasury bills, the duration will be, the maturity will be less than 1 year. That's why you call call it like treasury bills. Yeah. If it's greater than 1 year, smaller than 3 years, then we call treasury notes. If it's both 3 years, we call like we call different name. So treasury bills, you can just recognize as short-term U.S. treasuries.
It's easier, especially for someone like me, have no financial background. Easy for me to understand it as the treasury bill. As
Yeah, less than
something
1 year.
related.
Yeah. Maturity will be less than 1 year.
Thank you. And well, hey, Didi, why? The red packet is for our audience. Why scan it? Okay. By the way, before we end, just a reminder. Please, our audience, go to the quiz channel and attend the quiz. I see someone got 1.3. Let me see who got the most. Hi, Frodo. I see you're on the stage. Anything you want to say?
Hi, Haley. I was just joining because of the attendance quiz, to guide users if it's needed. Anyways, I'll drop the link in the quiz event channel right now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, just from the back end, I see all our packets are claimed, and the luckiest guy got 1.9. Wow. Okay, congrats. Okay. Oh no. Sorry. The luckiest guy got 2.5 almost. Called I think should be a Chinese. Okay, congratulations. Okay, thank you guys, and I hope to see you next week. And I do hope next week we can have some new product updates, so yeah, we can discuss something new about our product. Let's looking forward to it. Bye bye. Have a good weekend.
Bye. See you guys next week.
Thank you, Lambert. Bye bye.
Thank you, Heidi.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining.
Bye-bye, Raymond.
Bye.
Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Frodo. Bye bye.
Looking forward